Good evening from Stanley-Boyd High School in Stanley. Zaleski Sports presents high school football. We got a great local rivalry for you tonight. The Cadott Hornets versus the Stanley-Boyd Orioles. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Radovich, joined up here in the broadcast booth by former Eau Claire Memorial coach Dave Sparger. And Spargs, great night for football, a fantastic facility. Local rivals, adjoining districts on Highway 29. This is setting up to be a good one.
It sure is. And again, you talked about before about how this is such a rivalry that dates way back. Used to be in the same conference. You know, no longer they are not at this time. But, yeah, just a lot of things going back between these two. And this is a good little rivalry that's not in the conference anymore.
And we've got two contrasting offensive styles between the Hornets and the Orioles. Will get into that a little bit. Another similarity, Sparks, both are coming off week one losses, but both coaches, all in all, thought, you know what, for a first game, we hung in there. Cadott was home hosting perennial power Edgar. Played the Wildcats really tough. Edgar pulled away and won 21-20, but, you know, in talking with head coach Todd Rickle before the game, he had plenty of positives coming out of that one.
Absolutely. Very positive about it because he knows the perennial power that Edgar is, and he was just hoping they could stay with him on that first game, and boy, they sure did. They made it tough for Edgar. They played really well. He said what eventually got him is they just simply gave up too many short fields for Edgar. They just didn't quite move the ball well enough in the second half and then had a crucial turnover that let Edgar have a real short field. But other than that, you're right, very positive against Edgar.
Yeah, and he called it a litmus test, and that's exactly what it is. And one of the things he said, you know, part of the reason Edgar is they do the little things so well. They mind the details, and that's where he's trying to get this Cadott program. Stanley-Boyd, on the other hand, went over to Colby, and they took it to the Hornets early in that one and led 22-0. That was the good news. The bad news is some things went against them. There were some turnovers, some miscues. Next thing you know, Colby is starting to gain some traction, and Colby wound up winning that one 39-22.
Yeah, he just talked about how that one just absolutely got away from him, that the guys got so excited about getting up 22-0, and then when once one or two bad things happen, you could just see the reaction of their guys didn't know how to handle that. And so they let that steamroll just happen, and it got away from him. And he talked about it this week. That's what they talked about. Low, stand on even keel, and just know you've got to play the next play. Don't worry about momentum. Just keep it and keep focused on that next play. So he's excited to get back out there tonight.
And for both of these teams, the local rivalry aspect, that adds something to it. As you said, they're no longer in the same conference. Cadott now plays in the Lakeland against schools more of its size. Stanley-Boyd has stayed in the Clover Belt. But again, you know, adjoining districts, everybody knows everybody, and you played each other all the way through the youth ranks. So, yeah, that's going to add a little extra juice to this one. Cadott Hornets and Stanley-Boyd Orioles, a rivalry that dates back many, many years. And the other thing, too, Sparks, contrasting styles. Cadott comes at you with that double wing. They like to keep it on the ground. Stanley-Boyd will spread you out.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They run that double wing. Similar to what we just saw last night with the Chippewa Falls Cardinals. They're going to keep it on the ground and try to misdirection and make you lose the football as they run around you a little bit, where Stanley-Boyd is going to spread you out big time.
team representatives cannot round removal from the site of competition. And now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, please stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart playing of the national anthem. With us tonight, it is an honor to introduce the Stanley-Boyd Pep Band here to perform the national anthem, led by the band director, Devin Webb.
Great rendition of the national anthem by the Stanley-Boyd Pep Band. Always good, Sparks, when you get a band at a high school event.
Absolutely, nothing better. And you get all the kids involved. You got the band out here. You got the cheerleaders, student section showing off the Hawaiian garb tonight.
Boy, and with the weather, yeah, I could see it. A good night for
Good night for the Hawaiian.
Cadott Hornets being introduced as a team. Last year, Cadott finished 5-4 overall. They were 3-4 in the Lakeland. And one of those 5 wins overall for the Hornets was 48-6 over Stanley-Boyd. That game taking place at Cadott. Stanley-Boyd Orioles went 2-7 last year. They were 2-5 in the Rugged Clover Belt Conference. And tonight, be on their home turf. It just is fantastic complex up here in Stanley. I think you said this was your first trip up here?
It is, yeah. I've seen it from afar, but never been in the stadium itself. Just tremendous feel.
Make your home elite. Elite Exteriors of Wisconsin specializes in roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, additions, remodels, decks, garages, and new home construction. Make your home elite with Elite Exteriors. Stop and see them in Fall Creek. Orioles in the home orange uniforms, black numerals, black helmets, orange pants. Cadott in the traveling white uniforms, the white pants, and the white helmets.
Well, just to finish my thought here on that Stanley-Boyd offense, they're going to try to really spread you out, and they're going to get that ball into Porter Gato, their quarterback, and let him make the decisions. He led him in rushing attempts yet last week with 14 attempts, and he also threw for 8 completions. But his completions, he had 8 completions and averaged over 23 yards in completion. So he was obviously willing to go deep. They had some big plays out of the pass game. So, again, look for Porter Gato to control the football and make those decisions on who should carry it or if he should throw it.
Jesse Allard will kick it off for the Orioles. Back deep, Riley Winchell. Noah Ritt is underway. Is heading toward that far sideline. Takes a hop, caroms out of bounds. Penalty on the kickoff, and that'll give the Hornets pretty good field position to start out. Offensive line for Cadott going left to right. Caden Siddons, Aiden Tomkowiak, Lucas Bourget is the center. Chappie Esslinger, Brock Fulchik round out that starting unit up front. The tight end, Brenton Faber. Wide receiver, Aiden Sonntag. Jake Weeks is the quarterback. Backs, Max Schneider, Owen Fassbender, Riley Winchell. Winchell will alternate a lot with Coy Ramseer, and those two will shuttle plays in and out for head coach Todd Rickle. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Cadott already breaking from that double wing, showing some shift. There's an unbalanced look.
Running play on first down, and Fassbender will get a couple. Stanley-Boyd defense looks here in Frederick, Sawyer Boose, Devin Parker. Linebackers, Porter Gadel, Brady Berkey, Max Acker, Ryan Bovey. Corners, Eli Naraki, Dylan Robinson. The safeties, Jesse Allard, Braxton DeMars. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. This time the inside handoff goes to Riley Winchell, and Winchell's got all kinds of running room down that far sideline, finally yanked down by Porter Gadel. There's the first big play of the football game, and it's delivered by Riley Winchell.
Well, you said it was that inside counter. Great job of blocking by that offensive line of Cadott to create that seam. He found it and was able to explode through it for a huge run right there. Second play of the game.
First down Hornets at the Orioles' 24-yard line. Just underway here from Stanley. So glad you're with us on Zaleski Sports. Multiple games on Zaleski Sports tonight all around Wisconsin. Another handoff and getting good yardage over left tackle, the Hornets. It's going to set up a 2nd and short. That was Corey Ramsier on the carry. Now they move it back. Must have said the knee went down. So gain of 5, though. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 24.
Comes that jet sweep to the right side. Oh, takes on.
Bouncing off a tackle is Max Schneider.
Oh, Schneider, great job lowering the shoulder, getting rid of the tackler and picking up another 10 yards after the hit.
Jake Weeks, the junior quarterback, really nice job with his fakes. And then give credit to Fassbender, the running back. He carried out his fake ball.
Yeah, that's the key to this offense, right? You've got to follow through with those play fakes, not let the defense understand who's carrying the football.
First and goal, Hornets from the 5. Handoff goes to Fassbender. He's pulled down. Then we'll give him forward progress down to the 2. We'll bring up the 2nd and goal now for the Orioles.
Mix up their tempo on offense. You saw in the midfield there, they were going quick, getting to the line, next play in. Now here in the goal line situation, they're going to huddle up and make sure they're all on the same page.
Ball between the hash marks, shaded over toward the near hash. Fassbender up the middle and into the end zone for a Cadott Hornets touchdown.
Well, Cadott with a statement drive right off the opening kick.
Hornets grab a 6-0 lead. And for Cadott, that's got to feel good. That's their first points of this young season.
Well, we always talk about the progress you make from week 1 to week 2. And again, last week they moved the football. They just could not find a way to get it in the end zone. Well, first drive tonight, they're in.
Hornets lined up to go for 2. Toss sweep, near side, getting to the pylon is Max Schneider. 2-point conversion is good. Hornets grab an 8-0 lead with 9:45 remaining in the first. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more for every room, every door, and every window. Place your trust in SOS Security. Hornets scoring on their first drive. They march at 65 yards, and they cap it off on a 2-yard touchdown run by Owen Fassbender. Max Schneider ran in the 2-point conversion. Hornets booted away. And that one skips out of bounds. Penalty, and that'll give the Orioles a first down at their own 35-yard line. Here's the offense for Stanley-Boyd. Center is Aaron Liu. Guards Spencer Michalowski and Devin Parker. The tackles Sawyer Boose, Bentley Schiltz. 4 wide receivers, Braxton, Josiah Dembski. Porter Gadel is the quarterback. Max Acker is the running back. And Stanley-Boyd has decided, no, we're going to have you kick again.
Yep.
So they're going to tell the kicker for the Hornets, you're going to have to move that tee back a little bit. Bryce Ebert to kick it off for Cadott.
Yeah, the key there is scouting, right? You got to know how well their kicker is and how deep they can go. And if he's not going to kick it deep, why not move him back 5 and see if you can't get it past the 35 on your return?
And the Orioles have some speed guys, and they're looking for a good return here. Ebert will boot that one. It's the Orioles on the return, trying to cut upfield. That was Keenan Steinbach, the freshman. Steinbach brings it out to the 37-yard line, so by not accepting the penalty, they gain 2 yards.
Well, I'm sure they were hoping for a little bit more than that, but they'll take it because they get the ball here to see if they can tie this up.
We'll give you the Cadott defense after this first play from scrimmage. Stanley-Boyd has been running this offense for 10-plus years. Former coach Jeff Koenig introduced it. Gadel will keep it. Gadel still on his feet across the 45-yard line.
Yeah, good decision by Gadel. He said he's the guy that's going to run this offense. He's going to make those reads, but keep it himself. Good decision there.
Up front for the Hornets, Brenton Favor, Brock Fulchik, Brock Webster, Aiden Sonentag. Linebackers, Aiden Sonentag, Corey Bender, Max Davis. On the backside, Riley Winchell, Jake Weeks.
Fumble.
That ball is loose. And Joel Weeks on the back end.
Stanley-Boyd on the recover there.
Well, that was a fortuitous bounce there on this turf. So with the recovery, it's a first down for the Orioles. They will have to get the chains moved on that far side. 9. Running right up the middle and all kinds of room. Orioles, Oliver Hatfield, straight up the gut.
Great run there by Oliver Hatfield. Strong up the middle and finishing that run.
1st and 10 from the 32. Gadel back to pass. Throw short, far side. Good tackle over there by Max Schneider.
Yeah, real good coverage. Tight. Got the reception, but only for about 2 yards.
Jesse Allard with the reception. Line of scrimmage, the 31. Brings up a 2nd and 9. Hatfield remains as the running back. He'll take it up the middle. He loses the football.
Still loose.
Still loose and recovered by the Hornets.
The one thing Stanley-Boyd has got to avoid, and that's the turnovers. They had a nice drive going right there, but they cough it up and give it back to the Cadott Hornets.
So with 8:15 remaining in the first quarter, a promising Stanley-Boyd drive ends with a fumble. Boy, that thing was like a hot potato down there. So the Hornets will take over, leading 8-0 from their own 29-yard line.
We're in more of a power I set here now for the Hornets. Little toss sweep.
Max Schneider cuts it back, run down from behind, but a decent gain on first down.
Yeah, absolutely. Pick up 5 on first down. You'll settle for that every time. So Cadott kind of showing some different formations here, not just sticking in that double wing. They've come out and shown twins. They've gone there with the power I. So they're kind of mixing up their sets.
2nd and 5 now for the Hornets. Line of scrimmage, their own 34. Handoff goes up the middle. Very short gain there.
Well, nice job of the Stanley-Boyd front line. They got the penetration they needed that time. If you can penetrate against this offense, you're going to cause things to turn up quicker than they want to. Cause a little more disruption in the backfield. Because, again, when you run the double wing, you're going to be pulling linemen. You're pulling those guards, those tackles, even some tight ends on occasion. So, again, the more you disrupt them, the better it is.
Coy Ramzier on that last run for Cadott. 3rd and 3 Hornets. Schneider looking to get wide. He runs out of room, and he's taken down. Well, good flow by that Stanley-Boyd defense getting wide. Jesse Allard hemmed in the ball carrier who had really nowhere to go, tried to turn it back upfield.
Well, I was just going to say, Jesse Allard, he may not have made the tackle, but he made the play. He contained that edge, and he made that running back have to turn it back into the pursuit and actually lost about 3 or 4 yards. A great job by Allard.
Low snap, but fielded on a hop. Nicely done by the Cadott punter there, because that could have been disaster for the Hornets, but Bryce Ebert with the nice scoop. Comes up with the stop after the Orioles ended their first drive in Hornets territory with a fumble. Well, Sparks, both teams have shown the ability to move the football early on here.
Yeah, the big stop there for Stanley-Boyd, though, that's really what they needed. They didn't want to go down 2 scores. And by getting that 3 and out, it also helps them get good field position as they're going to start out here on their own 33-yard line.
Trips to the near side. In motion goes Steinbach. Handoff straight up the middle for maybe a yard that time.
Yeah, given that option look, bringing that wide receiver in motion. So wait for some time here. They're going to pull that from the fullback and run an option on the edge.
Max Acker, the ball carrier. Gadel will swing it out of the backfield, nearly picked off.
Wow, what a great job of reading that.
Ooh, Coy Ramzier read that one. Boy, that's some film study there, Sparks.
That is. Ramzier was thinking 6 on that one. He saw that receiver just hitch up and not move, and he came flying.
So 3rd down, 8 yards to go for the Orioles. We'll send Bovey in motion to the far side. Gadel slings it to the near side, complete. 1st down. Josiah Dembski with the reception.
Real nice deep out route there. And again, great toss right there by Gadel.
1st down Orioles at midfield. They will send Braxton DeMars wide to the far side. Dembski on the near side. Allard now will set up slot left. Gadel on the keeper. Tripped up in the backfield and finished off after he crossed midfield. Owen Fassbender on the initial contact. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Second drive of the game for the Orioles. He trail at 8-0. Gadel, little slant pass over the middle. That was there, but the pass, a little too much mustard on it.
Yeah, you're right. That quick inside route there, just a quick slant, try to get him as he comes off the line of scrimmage. It just a little high for him, though.
So 3rd and 9. They were able to complete a 3rd and 9 earlier on this drive. 2 receivers either side. Hallard now in motion. Big hole, Max Acker. First down, Orioles.
Oh, what a great call from the Orioles. Good job of the coaching staff seeing the action they could get out of that one. 3rd and long. Cadott was back up in a cover 3, playing really loose, thinking pass, and they ran a little inside trap with that fullback. What a great call.
Under 5 minutes to go in what's been an entertaining first quarter. 1st and 10, Orioles from the 32. In motion, Steinbach. Another handoff, Acker. He finds some running room on that left side, running behind left tackle Sawyer Boose and left guard Spencer Michalowski. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
Done a great job there by the right guard, Devin Parker. He actually pulled and led up through the hole to create even more of a seam.
Handoff, Acker pushing forward. By that spot, he should have the first down. The chains move, and it's a first down for the Orioles. Coach is signaling in the plays from the sidelines. Snap to Gadel. Hands to Acker. He's got running room. Acker all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they've obviously found something in that offense, bringing Acker up the middle with that little trap game. Last week he carried it 6 times for 41 yards. He's going to have that right here in the first quarter.
1st and goal, Orioles. Their first trip to the red zone. Acker again lunging for that goal line. He stopped short. We'll mark him down inside the 2. Under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Orioles driving. Dembski wide to the right side. Up the middle, into the end zone, Max Acker. Touchdown, Orioles.
Real nice drive right there by the Orioles. First one, they had a real nice drive going and then coughed it up with the turnover. This time they take care of the football and put together a real nice drive. 67 yards, I do believe, Bretto. Put it all together. Now going for 2. No, check that. They're actually going to try to kick it just for the 1.
Jesse Allard is the place kicker. Snap is down, kick on the way. It is up, and it is good. 2:07 to go. First quarter, your score, Cadott 8, Stanley-Boyd 7. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
We got an 8-7 game after the Orioles cashed in on a touchdown drive. Max Acker taking it over from 2 yards out. Jesse Allard booted the PAT. Now it's Allard going to kick it away.
Trying to go on
the onside kick, and
just unfortunately not executed at all. It's going to give Cadott great field position.
Interesting ideas, Spargs, to try to get some momentum going and catch Stanley-Boyd, or catch Cadott rather, expecting the deep kick.
Well, that's it, trying to catch him off guard, right? Surprise him with the onside kick. No way they were expecting it, but just unfortunate execution. He just kind of whiffed on it.
What he's trying to do is top it, get that roll and that bounce, let that forward wall create some space for you, and then the kicker gets on top of it. But Cadott will come out of this with great field position. Ball on the Stanley-Boyd 43.
There's been a false start here, looks like, on Cadott.
Our third penalty of the football game will go the first one whistled from the line of scrimmage. So it'll be a 1st and 15 now for the Hornets. Ball moved back to the Stanley-Boyd 48.
They've had a lot of success running that sweep to the wide side. Let's see if they come back with it here.
It's exactly where they're going, Coy Ramzier. But he's taken down. Max Acker makes the tackle, loses his helmet, so Acker will have to come out of the football game for at least one play.
Great job of that defensive end on that side, or either outside linebacker turning that back in.
No gain on that carry. 2nd and 15 now for the Hornets. Inside counter. Well, push the pile forward out to the 45-yard line. Aiden Sonnentag on the carry.
Well, brings up that 3rd and long, and throwing the football is not really one of the strong suits of the Cadott Hornets. So see what they come up here. They may just stick to the ground, try to get something inside reverse or inside trap here as they spread you out.
And this could be 4-down territory for Cadott. Obviously, it depends on the outcome of this play. 3rd and 11. Jake Weeks over the middle, caught. Brenton Faber.
Well, just as we say that, a great job of throwing and catching there by Cadott, getting them at 4th and a yard. They'll definitely go for it here. Good execution.
They don't throw a lot, Sparks, but when we were watching warm-ups, Weeks throws a nice ball, and he's got guys that can go and catch it.
Yeah, they're just not part of their arsenal for at the most part. They're going to run the football, but great job of execution right there on 3rd and long, creating that 4th and 1.
So Fassbender is the back behind the quarterback, Weeks. He's got the carry. He's got the 1st down. Owen Fassbender following some good. Lucas Bourget, the junior center, leading the way. So the line of scrimmage now the 32-yard line. Clock stops, 28 seconds to reset the chains. Now it's moving again. 1st and 10 Hornets. Weeks throwing deep, and it's caught inside the 10-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch there.
Well, Pratt, you just said that Weeks throws a good ball. We saw it in warm-ups, and that was laid out there perfect. Obviously, our emphasis this week in practice was to work on that pass game. 2 great throws so far for Cadott.
Bryce Ebert making the grab. And that'll do it for the first quarter. It's been an entertaining one, and after one, Cadott Hornets lead the Stanley-Boyd Orioles by a score of 8-7. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
I'm Dan.
And I am Jane. We are the owners of Elite Exteriors of Wisconsin.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, additions, remodels, decks, garages, new construction, our team delivers dependable results with attention to detail.
Let Elite Exteriors of Wisconsin make your home elite.
Getting set to start the second quarter here from Stanley-Boyd High School. Hometown Orioles trailing the Cadott Hornets 8-7, and Cadott marching as their drive rolls over to the second quarter. First and goal, Hornets from the Orioles 8. They fake to Winchell. Weeks throws to the end zone. Got a man, touchdown.
Real nice bootleg. They went power eye to left, faked that run on the left side. Weeks bootleg pass out of that. Finds his receiver in the corner of the end zone. Again, another nice throw.
Brenton reception.
Faber was called for that football right away. He knew he'd broken open and there in the side.
Yeah, nice little wrinkle there by Cadott. Hornets will go for 2 again. They were successful on their first 2-point conversion. Weeks will hand it off and taking it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Late flag, though.
Owen Fassbender will check the flag.
Well, I was just going to say a real nice cut there by Fassbender to get in the end zone, but might have had a little extra help inside.
The officials will confer. And that penalty will go against the Hornets. So the 2-point conversion will start from outside the 10-yard line. They'll mark that down at the 13-yard line.
Well, look for a little play action out of this now. I know they're showing power eye, but you got 13 yards. Watch for this play action pass. Here it comes. There's that fade route.
To the end zone, caught.
Oh, he's going to give it to him. He got in.
2-point conversion is good. Nice little pitch and catch there, Jake Weeks. Tossing it to the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. 16-7 is your score. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Welcome to the competition where only the best healthcare plans rise to...
Paperwork pound cake. A half-baked plan with flaky service sprinkled on top.
Ooh. Next up, Security Health Plan.
I call this one the Sweet Security. It has high-quality coverage folded in, and it's frosted with award-winning local service that's sweet but never sugar-coated.
That's a slice of better.
Chef Security, congratulations. Truly the recipe for better.
2-point conversion, Jake Weeks to Joel Weeks to make it 16-7 in favor of the Hornets. And Sparks, if you're successful on your 2-point conversions, that makes it tougher for the other team that generally kicks PATs.
Yeah, they're playing catch-up the whole time. You're right, especially if you can make it on from the 13-yard line.
Yeah, so it's a 2-possession game now because of those 2 successful PATs. Bryce Ebert to kick it away. Jesse Allard has it. Allard taken down just short of the 30-yard line. Really good coverage that time. Aiden Sonntag with the tackle. First down for the Orioles. Whether you live on the south side, the north side, or anywhere in the Chippewa Valley, Jesperson Group has the proven experience to coach you through selling your home for top dollar in the least amount of time. When it's time to sell your home, you deserve more than just a listing. You deserve a win. Call the Jesperson Group today. First and 10 from the 30. Handoff up the middle. Pyle pushing forward. They'll get a gain of 2 yards there. Oliver Hatfield, the senior, on the carry.
Yeah, that fullback dive sets up everything else in their offense. If you can't stop that, they'll just keep giving and giving. But once you do, then all of a sudden, Gadel at quarterback will pull it and look to get to the edge, or he can pull and pitch in the option look.
Quick throw to the far side, complete. And a good gain to bring up either a 3rd and short, or they'll give him the first down, and they do get the first down out of that one. Ours with the catch and the run. Check that, Dembski. 1st and 10, Orioles from their own 40. Allard going in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Short gain for Porter Gadel.
Good job of the Hornets sniffing that one out, getting that fullback taken care of. And then the next job is obviously take that quarterback. So just a short gain, pick up about 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 42. Up the middle goes Max Acker.
Good hard run right there, picking up about 5 on that one.
Acker taken down at the 47, but as he said, Sparks, he kept the legs moving and as a result was able to push the pile. He's going to bring up a 3rd and short, 3rd and 3.
Yeah, they call that finishing the run, right? Finish it off strong.
Under 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Oh, bad snap.
Snap goes awry, and the quarterback, Gadel, has to get on it.
I'm not sure he did, though.
They're still battling for it. Did a whistle blow? The way they're going after it.
Well, if Cadott got it, it should have been blown dead anyways. He was on the ground as he was grabbing for it to pick it up, but they're going to say that possession when he fell on it, it's going to go to the Cadott Hornets. They're on the turnover. Second one of the night now for Stanley-Boyd.
Yeah, 2 fumbles and a failed onside kick. And it gives the Cadott Hornets great field position at the Stanley-Boyd 37. That time the snap just went awry. Gadel was trying to get on it. Ball was bouncing on the turf, and he had company. Several Hornets were there grabbing at the football, and they came out of there with it. 1st and 10 from the 37. Inside handoff, running room for Owen Fassbender.
Yeah, you fake that jet sweep there that time. He pulls it, gives it to Fassbender as he reads that trap on the right-hand side. Good job of reading that one. Picks up about 6 on the play.
2nd and 4 for the Hornets, who lead this one 16-7.
Got a timeout.
We'll get a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Cadott leading Stanley-Boyd 16-7, and the Hornets looking to add to that lead as they are driving with 9:02 to go second quarter. 16-7 is your score. Security Financial Bank, SFB, whether you are starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB is the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com, member FDIC. 2nd and 6 from the 31. Trips to the near side now for the Hornets. Jake Weeks is going to throw left, deep ball, and it's caught for a touchdown. Coy Ramzier on the receiving end, a 31-yard touchdown pass. Sparks, that's exactly what they were working on when we were down in the field talking to Coach Todd Rickle. They were running that play,
Ramzier just blew by the corner that time on that side of the football field. He just blew by him like he was standing still. And again, a great job by Jake Weeks to land it out there to be caught. I think Jake Weeks might be 6 for 6 tonight, folks. He was just 3 of 14 last week, and now he's 6 for 6 and probably over 100 yards.
Boy, if they can get that kind of production out of their pass game, that's going to make this team really difficult. Little double handoff inside, and waltzing into the end zone goes Aiden Sonnentag. That makes the score 24-7 with 9 minutes to go. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Welcome to the competition where only the best healthcare plans rise to the top. Megasure.
Presenting Paperwork Pound Cake, a half-baked plan with flaky service sprinkled on top.
Ooh. Next up, Security Health Plan.
I call this one the Sweet Security. It has high-quality coverage folded in, and it's frosted with award-winning local service that's sweet but never sugar-coated.
That's a slice of better.
Chef Security, congratulations. Truly the recipe for better.
Toyson Ford congratulates area student athletes on their accomplishments on and off the field. Toyson Ford, your community partner serving the Chippewa Valley. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com.
Well, we'll see how Stanley-Boyd reacts now to this adversity. This is what happened last week. They were up big, and all of a sudden the momentum switched, and they just could not get it back on the track. So right here again, Cadott with a couple of big plays, the turnover and score and everything else. Now they're up 24-7. This is where Stanley-Boyd's got to react.
Bryce Ebert the kick. Nice return down that near sideline. Still going strong into Cadott territory. Caden Steinbeck.
And no flags. Great return right there. Nice boost. That'll get the energy back for Stanley-Boyd.
They faked the reverse as they were coming upfield, and then Steinbach got wide and did a really nice job taking it up the near sideline. Used his blockers well. And there's a good spark for the Stanley-Boyd Orioles. They will take over in Cadott territory right at the 40. Wood and ornamental fencing. They have been providing commercial and residential fencing to the people of Wisconsin for the last 18 years. Contact them today in Fall Creek or at hsfencewi.com.
Important here now for Stanley-Boyd to put together a good drive and punch it in that end zone.
Orioles are going to have to hurry to get this play off. They'll send Dembski wide to the right side. They'll put DeMars wide to the left. Snap to Gadel. Straight up the middle, Oliver Hatfield. I think that's about the third drive in a row that has started with a fullback run straight up the middle.
Yeah, again, we talk about the offense. Everything's based off that fullback dive.
And at some point, you know they're going to break that tendency. They're going to do something, going to put a wrinkle in off of that. 2nd and 8 now for the Orioles. Gadel throws underneath. It's caught. Dembski.
Nice rollout to the right side. Not always real easy with a left-handed thrower. Finds Dembski just kind of anchored right there. Nice job sitting down in that hole. They find him, making it about 3rd and 1 here.
Trips to the near side. Going up the middle. Hatfield, he got spun down, and I think that last little twist there should give him the well.
This is close.
No.
4th, about a half a yard. A little bit of a collision at the mesh point that time between the quarterback and fullback.
So now Max Acker will come in. 4th and short. Orioles will go for it. Gadel will go under full house backfield. Handoff up the middle, and they will have the first down. Hatfield on the carry.
Stanley-Boyd trying to go hurry up now. They got some momentum, so they want to go a little bit quicker.
First and 10 Orioles from the 29. And they're going to have to burn a timeout. There's some confusion of who is in the game. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Jesperson Group Eau Claire Realty is your hometown team.
Whether you live on the south side
or the north side,
or anywhere in the Chippewa Valley,
Jesperson Group has the proven experience to coach you through selling your home for top dollar in the least amount of time. With Jason, Leslie, Blake, and Sydney in your corner, you're backed by nearly 30 years of combined experience. When it's time to sell your home, you deserve more than just a listing. You deserve a win. Call the Jesperson Group today.
7:05 remaining, second quarter. Stanley-Boyd taking a timeout to get things situated. Important drive for the Orioles. They would love to cash in with some points here. They will receive the second half kick.
When you talked about it's an important drive, so that was a good timeout to use right there. A little bit of confusion about who was supposed to be in the game and what's set, so burn that timeout, get yourself settled in.
Cadott will throw quickly, wide receiver screen, near side, Dembski. Bryce Ebert had him by the shoe. But a gain of 3 on first down. Under 7 minutes to go now. Back
double
to the
pass.
same play, double pass, throwing it into traffic, and it is caught.
Oh, what a great job going up to get it.
Braxton DeMars on the catch. Boy, that ball kind of fluttered.
Oh, yeah, that was a jump ball, and he just went up and got it and took it away.
Well, you look at the guys like DeMars and Dembski, they got some tall wideouts.
They are a big-size wide receiver group.
Up the middle goes Oliver Hatfield. Orioles knocking on the door here as the second quarter winds down. It's a second down now. Second and goal from the 8. DeMars wide to the left. Wide right is Dembski. Now Allard goes in motion. They'll throw the slant, incomplete. It was in the hands of DeMars. He tried to pull it down and he lost the handle.
Well, you had that play called there, Brad. You said DeMars here on this side. They put the motion guy to try to open up that inside because they're rolling that safety over the top, so it creates that inside route. Boy, he ran it perfect. Great throw. He just could not bring it down.
Yeah, they had the right play dialed up there. Third and goal now from the 8. Fumble on the play, recovered by...
Boy, Stanley-Boyd just continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Oh, just a great drive. Stopped here at the 8-yard line.
So now Cadott takes over with exactly 6 minutes to go. And once again, you know, for the Stanley-Boyd coaches, it's going to be, all right, let's just get everybody reset. Let's get our emotions back and let's focus on what's going forward. I mean, they looked like they had 6 on that slant pass. And now they have to play defense. Riley Winchell on the carry.
Pick up about 4 or 5 on that one. Cadott's okay with trying to slow this down a little bit. They want to use up about 5.5 minutes right here and get a score before half.
Second and 5 now for the Hornets. To the near side, still on his feet, going down the sideline, Coy Ramsey.
Ramsey showing the speed on the edge.
He did a nice job tight roping down that sideline.
Okay, there was a flag, but it's just a sideline warning against Cadott. So no yardage will be taken off here, but good run, gets it out to the 43.
Just over 5 minutes to go before the half. Cadott has the football and leading 24-7. Inside counter, Riley Winchell. Winchell close to first down yardage.
Enough for a first down again, exactly 10 yards. Again, Cadott trying to use some of that clock, so they'll work out of the huddle. It looks like they're getting a little bit more into that tendency of just sticking in that double wing right now.
Yeah, they're already into Orioles territory. Under 5 minutes to go. Back to pass. Weeks. Sets.
Got him
throws
down the middle.
Down the middle. Knocked around, incomplete. Good recovery that time. Max Acker, dropping back from his linebacker position, got a hand in there and knocked it away.
Boy, he had a couple receivers deep. He just underthrew it just a hair. They were behind the D-backs. Needed to get it out there and lead them just a little bit more.
Second and 10 now for the Hornets. Line of scrimmage, the Orioles 47. Straight up the middle goes Fassbender.
Third and about 6 here.
Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. 3rd and 6 now for Cadott.
Really, I think if you're talking about Cadott, I think they're thinking 2 plays to get 6 yards right here.
Cadott keeps it on the ground, trying to fight his way through traffic, getting it down to the 40-yard line. Fassbender on the carry.
Yeah, that'll bring up a 4th and 3, it looks like. And exactly what I thought. Cadott will stay on the field and try to pick this up.
Line of scrimmage is the 40. They got to get it down to the 37. Weeks over the middle, incomplete.
Big stop for the Orioles. Needed that one. Just missed on that inside slant again. Looking for Ramzier on it.
So the Orioles will take over in good field position with 3:47 remaining.
And 2 timeouts.
Exactly. So the fumble, while costly, does not result in points. So the Stanley-Boyd offense will take over. And this is where Sparks, everyone's got to have that short memory.
Yeah, absolutely. Points before half would be huge right here for the
Start from the 41. Gadel sets, throws underneath. He's got DeMars. DeMars into Hornets territory.
Real nice route there by DeMars. One of those curl routes. You go inside and you curl it back out to the sideline and kind of sit in that opening. And he found him. Good throw by Gadel. Big pickup here on the first down.
From their own 41 all the way down to the 40 of Cadott. Gain of 19. The pitch, and now the
Double
throw, and incomplete, and no penalty marker thrown. Allard threw that one. He was under a little bit of duress.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that one didn't quite go off as they had hoped. because, boy, they sure had one guy really deep there, wide open, but it was about a 50-yard throw to get it to him.
Steinbach will go wide to the far side. Near side, it's DeMars.
Tried to run that quick hitter with the fullback there. Well played by Cadott.
Max Acker stopped after no gain. 3rd and 10 for the Orioles. You may be looking at 4-down territory here. Of course, a lot depends on the outcome of this play. DeMars to the near side. Gadel sets, throws, caught. And a first down, Josiah Dembski.
Dembski, great job of hooking up there at about 8 yards, and when he caught it, he knew right away he had to peel out to the outside to pick up that first down. Dembski, great job at receiver. I've been very impressed with him tonight.
Yeah, runs nice routes. Good
big
hands.
Target, big target.
1st and 10 from the 29. Toss on the sweep. Trying to get outside is Steinbach, and we have a penalty marker down.
Yeah, I think you're going to have a hold right here.
You got to stop the clock here on the penalty. A couple seconds ran off there. 2:25 is what's left on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the clock doesn't stop, there's usually somebody that's going to let you know that. Plenty of fans in the stands to let you know to stop the clock.
That'll move the ball back to the 39-yard line. Going in motion, Allard. Gadel throws it up in the air. It's picked off. Picked off by the Hornets. Heading the other way, down the sideline. He could go. We have a penalty marker down. Thrown on the near side.
I just think this is going to be a sideline warning here on the sideline. But, yes, unfortunately, he got hit as he tried to throw a deep ball, and that one just fluttered, and that was picked off.
So now Cadott has a chance to put some more points on the board, already leading 20 thanks to 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions.
Yeah, this could be one of those backbreakers right before half. Cadott trying to finish this off.
Line of scrimmage is the 29.
Check that, the 20, actually.
Correction. Yes, you're right, Sparks.
They did have 29 on the scoreboard, though.
They did.
I'll give you that.
Reading is fundamental. Jake Weeks will hand it off.
Reverse.
Running room inside. Still going all the way down to the 11.
Inside counter, that one was.
Riley Winchell on the carry.
And again, no rush at all. Just under 2 minutes, 2 timeouts left, and they're down to the 11-yard line, 12-yard line.
Talking with Todd Rickel, the Cadott head coach, prior to the game, he was pretty positive. Despite that loss to Edgar last week at home, he was pretty positive about how the guys played and thought that they would be competitive in their conference. Of course, Grantsburg has been the power in the Lakeland for quite some time, but Cadott thinks that this is the year they've got the athletes to compete. Handoff, Ramzier, and he will take it into the end zone for a Cadott Hornets touchdown.
Exact same play, just that inside counter again, but going the other direction. Great execution by the Hornets.
So Ramzier, that's his second TD. He caught a pass from Jake Weeks. There he took the handoff from Jake Weeks, took it in the end zone, and we got ourselves a 30-7 score. And yet, kind of like last week, Stanley-Boyd has moved the football. It's just mistakes. Two lost fumbles, an interception, and then a botched attempted onside kick. Weeks is going to run it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 32-7 is your score with 1:22 remaining before the half. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Cadott led 8-7 after 1, and they've done all the scoring in the second. They now lead at 32-7. Stanley-Boyd does have 1:22 of clock remaining. Stanley-Boyd will get the ball to open up the third quarter. So, again, Stanley-Boyd, though, with that spread offense and quick tempo, they can get yardage quickly, they can score quickly, so they are looking to double up here.
Yeah, they've got a ton of yards on offense for this first half. That has not been the issue. They've been moving the football. Just, again, we've talked about the miscues that they've had offensively, but the turnover, a couple of fumbles, that interception, just have shot themselves in the foot with creating extra points.
Short kick by Jake Ebert. Covered up by the Orioles. Braxton DeMars got on top of that one. Left, Stanley-Boyd will take over at its own 34-yard line. Gadel rolling. Throws near side, incomplete. Wanted to get it to his receiver right on that near sideline. That was Micah Krajasic. And the Hornets will take a timeout. We'll keep it right here and let you know that Mancino's Grinders and Pizza is locally owned and operated and has been a family tradition for 30 years. For the best hot sandwich in town, grab a grinder at Mancino's, conveniently located just off of Highway 53 and Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. Sparks, let's go into the respective huddles. If you're the Stanley-Boyd offense, what are you looking to do here? I mean, yeah, obviously points would be ideal. But the last thing you want to do is give the ball back to Cadott.
Yeah, but like you said, though, it's 32-7. You've got to try to put points on before the half. So look for them to continue to try to throw the football. And, again, in high school football, you get that first down, the clock stops. So they're really looking to push it past the sticks or to the sideline and get out of bounds so they can save those timeouts. They do have 2 left. So, again, with 2 timeouts, chains move the clock stops. It's plenty of time to get down there and score. So they just got to stay aggressive.
And they have done a nice job of working the sidelines. They got some good receivers in Dembski, DeMars. Tall receivers, big targets. 2nd and 10, line of scrimmage, the Orioles 34. They'll hand it up the middle to Hatfield. He gets pushed back.
We'll see if Cadott wants to let this go or if they're going to use a timeout again. They only got 1 remaining. Other than Stanley-Boyd goes, hurry up.
Gadel throws it to that far side, and that was very close to being a backwards pass. It falls incomplete, so the clock stops with 57 seconds remaining.
They're going to give him the completion, it looks like, Bretto. They're trying to make a decision here. Nope, and they're going to say incomplete now. Now there's some confusion on what down it is. I think it's fourth down here, Brad.
Yeah, I think it is
but
too,
the
Sparks.
chains have
yeah,
it listed
now
as
they,
third.
Okay, now they switch it.
And here's the confusion. Yeah, the box on the sideline says third down. Scoreboard did say third down, but it is fourth.
So Allard will go back in punt formation, and now the Hornets will hurry to get some returners out there. Kick is away, end over end, takes a hop. Ramsier has it. Or correction, that's Jake Weeks, who takes it into Orioles territory down to the 45-yard line. So 48 seconds remaining. Hornets have one timeout left. Well, time to open up that playbook, Sparks.
Yeah, they've got plenty of things they can go. They can do that toss sweep. They've had a lot of success. And they've also had some receivers running past that Orioles D-backs.
Weeks sets, throws deep. Down the middle, and it's caught! Touchdown!
As we said, they ran a four-seam route. They just run four guys vertical, and they just look inside. A great ball, great catch, and they put it up on the first play.
Brenton Faber on the receiving end, and Jake Weeks put that one right on the money.
Boy, Weeks is having a game. He has just laid that ball in there all night. Faber with a great catch, too. Right on the fingertips, he hauls it in.
38-7.
Boy, you can't lay that out any better than that pass right there.
Jake Weeks throws to the end zone. He's got a guy wide open, and there's the two-point conversion. Stanley-Boyd now trails Cadott 40-7. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Cadott now leading Stanley-Boyd 40-7. Sparks points off of turnovers. Big story in this game.
Yeah, it sure has been. But, hey, give Cadott credit, though, boy. They have done a great job offensively, and they have not turned the ball over. They've sustained drives. They made good execution. And I'll tell you what, the biggest surprise tonight has been their pass game. As much as it struggled last week, it has been on point tonight.
Ebert will kick that one towards the near side. And the Orioles will just take that one out of bounds. They'll have 39 seconds to work with. Porter Gadel on the return. Well, last week Stanley-Boyd had a 22-point lead, and then Colby came roaring back tonight. The Orioles will try to be the team that rallies, but this margin's getting pretty significant. Handoff right straight up the middle goes Max Acker.
They'll give him the first down. Clock stops. They're going to go hurry up. Cadott uses a timeout here.
Timeout for the Hornets comes with 34 seconds remaining. Well, we'll keep it here. Tell you about what's coming up on Zaleski Sports. Next week, Dave Sparger and I will be back at Eau Claire Memorial, a Friday night matchup. First conference game in the Wisconsin Valley. It'll be the Marshfield Tigers and the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's. And next week, we also have volleyball coming up. So that season is under. We'll start those matches. It's always It's always a fun time, Sparks.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of tremendous volleyball teams and players in this area, so that is always fun to watch.
We'll be at the Doghouse next Thursday, River Falls at Eau Claire North. .34 seconds remaining. Gadel under pressure. Throw. He's got a man on that far side. That was J.C. Allard.
I don't think Allard could find the football. He made that turn upfield, and the ball was already gone. So when he turned around, he had a tough time picking it up.
Down to 31 seconds remaining, 2nd and 10. Dembski will split out wide to the right side. Going in motion, Allard. Acker right up the middle, a lot of running room. Max Acker into Hornets territory. Taken down at the 36.
And they can go fast. They've got time. Chains are going to move. Well, they're going to burn a timeout here, but could have saved that one as the Chains had to move, and they're not afraid to go hurry up, but they're going to burn one here with just 25 seconds left.
Might be a situation where they call a couple plays.
Absolutely. They'll put 2 in the huddle here for sure.
Well, again, if there's a team that can hit you quickly, it's Stanley-Boyd. We've seen what they've been able to do, Sparks, and again, it's mistakes that have hurt them.
That's all they're going to talk about at halftime, right? Listen, we have moved the football up and down the field. Cadott has not stopped us. We've stopped ourselves, right? We have spit the ball up. We've had penalty or something, 1 or 2 there, but we've just got to take care of the football and run our plays, and they'll be just fine. They'll put the points up. But, yeah, they keep turning the ball over and just, and Cadott has made him pay.
Line of scrimmage is the 36. Again, it's Acker up the middle.
Going to have to hurry, though, because that was not a first down. They're going to burn their last time out here. Boy, I really thought he was going to pull that one and run that option on the edge.
Well, through a lot of the first quarter and now here in the latter stages of the second quarter, that fullback dive has gained some good yards. There was a stretch there that Cadott had that bottled up pretty well. But now it's starting to open up a little bit.
Yeah, and that Cadott defense has obviously loosened up too, right? They're playing against the clock and they're playing against field position. So they have loosened up their D-backs. The linebackers are playing deeper. So it kind of helps with that fullback dive. You're going to have more seams to hit, not as much pressure in the initial contact or in the hole.
Again, they'll put Dembski to the far side. DeMars to the near side. Allard will be in the slot left. Steinbach, slot right. Gadel under pressure, throws underneath. It's caught, and the receiver takes it out of bounds. That's DeMars.
Should be enough for the first down. So out of bounds, first down, 15 left to play, 15 seconds.
Line of scrimmage now the 24. Allard going in motion. Gadel to the far side, incomplete.
Oh, good hit on that one.
Defense over there by the Hornets.
Yeah, that safety release from his guy. You could see that ball being thrown. He stuck his shoulder right there as he caught it. Good legal hit. Went right to the football and made him cough it up.
It was Riley Winchell on the coverage, and he
great
timed
job.
that perfectly. It's down to 10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, if Winchell goes to the body right there, he's probably going to pick up a 15-yard penalty. But instead, he cuts in front and goes for that football and knocks it out of his hands. Great play.
Allard in motion. Gadel.
Oh, he had him. What a great move.
Just overthrown. Braxton DeMars.
DeMars was a great move.
That was 6 for number 6.
Oh, was it ever. DeMars basically was double covered. He faked that quick slant and swim move to the outside, get up that sideline.
So we're down to 6 seconds remaining. Time for one shot here to the end zone. Gadel rolling. Wanted to get it to DeMars through his hands, down to 3 seconds to go. Whether you decided to take something a little short and get themselves in better position, now they will have to throw to the end zone.
Yeah, I think that's just it. They were trying to pick up some more yardage just to make that throw to the end zone a little easier. But here it is, the last play of the half, unless there's a penalty.
Now, in Dembski, you got some tall receivers.
Is that DeMars on the top?
DeMars to the near side,
Okay.
Dembski to the far side.
Watch Dembski on that far side use his height. There it is.
And it's incomplete. Well defended that time by the Hornets. Once again, it was Riley Winchell. And with that, the first half comes to an end. Sparks, got to be really impressed with the Cadott Hornets.
Well, absolutely. Cadott just has not made any mistakes. Moved the football offensively and tremendous. And again, you look at the score, right? They put up 40 points in that first half and a lot of sustained drives and big plays. And again, let's go back to that passing game. What a great job Weeks has done throwing the football here in the first half. Boy, go back to the first week, just 3 or 4 completions the whole game. He's come out and just lit it up through the air.
So we are at the half. Stanley-Boyd will receive the kick to start the third quarter. We'll take an extended break. When we return, we'll have the third quarter of action here from this non-conference football game. And at the break, Cadott Hornets lead the Stanley-Boyd Orioles 40-7. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Hard Knocks on Zaleski Sports is presented by Security Health Plan. SecurityHealth.org is your portal to find your plan, a doctor, prescription tools, and more. For 24/7 access and all the tools and resources needed to improve your well-being, right at your fingertips, visit SecurityHealth.org.
Linebacker. Brady Sundin.
And just about the excitement of starting the year off. It's already August, and you guys are going to scrimmage next week. Just talk about how you're going to prepare for that and a game the following week.
Well, yeah, for the seniors, we've been preparing since 4 years ago. I mean, we've had long off seasons every year. We've been in the weight room. We've been excited all year long for this moment, and this is our senior year. All the guys below us are ready, and are ready for us to stand up and be leaders this year. And I think we're going to have a good one, and the scrimmage is going to go well, and we're just going to propel us into the season this year, and I think it's going to be a good one this year.
I mean, yeah, we're all putting in that work. You know, we've got a great group of seniors. It's like a brotherhood. It's not even a group. Yeah, we're all putting in the work, pretty locked in. We got a lot of high expectations.
Elk Mound enters the campaign with high hopes. They're coming off a 3-6 season, but only lost a handful of seniors. Coach David Liu and his team have plenty of returning talent.
Down there, back 7, way down there. Every D-line, right with coach. Let's go, let's go. Yes, sir.
Ready to pop out this way. Brady's got back.
Right down!
Wrap up. Good.
Sure, wrap up.
Next group, switch sides. Switch sides. Brady, you go outside here. Okay, play it on this side.
Hey, guys, remember got pads on. Wrap up. Wrap up.
Brady. One more, Brady. There you go.
Go. Hut.
Back. Good. Hey.
Hut. Break down. Good job.
Hey, stay here. Get tapped out.
Tap out, you guys.
Hey, if you have a penny on, hand the penny to the person you're replacing.
Okay.
Please. I definitely want you to get an outside rep. today. Hey, Roder, I definitely want you to get an inside rep today, too, at some point in time.
Early on, the Mounders familiarize themselves with their playbook and give guys reps at different spots.
Side, hot. Yeah! Hey, hot. Very good, Parker Root. Very good, Parker Root. Hey, stay where you are. Get tapped out. If you're a Pinion, give that pin to this guy. They can red scout for you.
You're going to get a chance. You're going to get your time. Sometimes you got to be a little bit more patient. But it's going to happen. And when it does, be ready to excel. Excel in your role. We talked about this, about being a team. And be about good teammates. You got to sacrifice sometimes for the good. Just like your families at home. You sacrifice a little bit. All right? Really nice job. Okay, a couple announcements. Tonight.
Beginning of the season means early practices for the team and opportunities for team bonding activities as they take advantage of the time before school starts.
Start off by saying your name.
Norman Hansen.
Yeah, and you were O-line, D-line?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Talk about what you've seen from both sides of the ball on the line so far.
Well, first time I was here, when I was a freshman, everybody looked promising. You know, it was nice to be a part of the team. And as I grew with it, I could tell coaches were starting to really get the team up. Everybody was really learning like the culture of Elk Mound here. And the line has gotten much bigger now. I mean, when I was a freshman, we didn't have this many this many people in the line in a while. I mean, we have like 20, 30 guys out, and the lines are filled. I mean, it looks so much more promising. We're expecting to be a good team, a big bond of brothers. We got a lot of people coming back, so we've been moving through stuff faster than most years, and everybody's been had a lot of camaraderie. We've been loud, hooting and hollering, all that stuff. Like, just everybody's getting along well, flying through things fast, getting the plays down, all that. But our team has been great. Everybody knows their assignments, everybody knows where they're going, and we're able to get plays down on the first time we do it and not have to make mistakes the first couple times and then finally get it. It's just been smooth through everything.
We got accelerators, and we've got punt, scout, punt, block, gonna need ya. Here we go, Marty, break them down. Come on, Marty! Go, punt, block, rub it in. We get the hit today.
Elk Mound rounded out their second week with a scrimmage at Stanley-Boyd, and they now prepare for their first game on the road at Spooner, a team they lost to by 1 point to open the season last year. The Mounders look to get some revenge and start their season on a high note.
You are our free guy, so we gotta come out so that he either has to come and get us or leave us. Don't come too far, but about 1 yard up field and 1 yard outside, and then you're coming tight to here. If he goes out, be ready to like knock a hand down, step over and stuff here. Easton starting outside, crashing down, because we want him coming down with you. We want you to be his primary concern, and you're crashing right into DJ.
Kicking and blocking work occurs, and then groups split and rotate between different drills, emphasizing blocking, tackling, and footwork.
Last one right here. Loser's got a push up. If you don't get 3 yards, you got to push up. If you get 3 yards, you got one. Hit him! Yeah! Hey, good one to end on, Declan. Hey, break us down, Declan. Good job, bud. We got NDD.
The last 2 weeks have been a lot of fun around here. We found out we got some really good senior leaders. The kids are really stepping up. Like I said before, we're over 60 kids in our program. We were fortunate enough to go over to Stanley-Boyd, had a decent scrimmage. All of our kids got to scrimmage at the varsity JV or JV2 level. And now we're just, preparing. We're preparing for our first game, preparing for that first test of who we are going to be and what our identity is going to be. And, we keep talking about this, the little details, doing the things correctly all the time, not just some of the time, but all the time. And we've really seen a great attitude with our kids and a lot of smiles and a lot of team building. These guys do a lot of things together. We went to Wakanda Water Park last week together. They go down to the creek together. They eat together. They go golfing together. And that are the best teams when kids get together, do things as a family. So we're really, really excited to see what happens this Friday night. As far as Spooner, they have been a great opponent for us. We've played them non-conference. We played them in the playoffs, 3 overtimes during the COVID year. Just a great, well-run program up there. And I have a lot of respect for those guys, and so does our team. And we know that we're going to go up there and it's going to be a battle. They've been thinking about that. They've been preparing for it. That 1-point loss last year really hurt. But, hopefully that gave us a little bit of motivation to be better. And again, like we keep talking about, paying attention to the little details this year and have a little bit of fun up there too.
Everyone on the line, everyone on the line. Yeah. Go team!
Time it.
We're underway in Spooner. Elk Mound elects to kick, and the defense gets to work right away. Strong tackling and good coverage by Connor Mock lead to a 3-and-out from the rails. A muffed punt turns into great field position for the Mounder offense.
Hey, maximum effort right now. Right now. Clap back, baby. Here we go, offense. Let's go, offense.
The first snap on offense of the season results in a William Thatcher rushing touchdown. Good start for the Mounders.
Let's go!
Another forced punt from Spooner, and their special teams woes continue with an overhead snap. Jackson Fiesel delivers a strike to Adam Roeder, who runs it in for a touchdown. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. 2-point conversion successful on the Parker Rude carry. Spooner looks to turn the tides with a kick return touchdown from Noah Wexett. Rude answers back with a nice return of his own to set up a carry of his own for 25+ yards. The rushing touchdown brings momentum back to the Mounders. Yoder and Zachariah Brantner converge on a tackle to force a fumble on the next Spooner drive. Fiesel airs it out for Rude, who makes a grab inside the 5. Thatcher punches it in as the Elk Mound offense is firing on all cylinders. They lead 27-6. The Rails are forced to punt yet again, and Gavin Dean makes a tackle for a safety. They look to Jace Fleesburg the next drive, and he picks up another Mounder score. All things going Elk Mound. The strong rushing continues from Elk Mound in the second quarter. Thatcher racks up his 3rd touchdown.
Job, Ace. Good job. Hey, that's good. Good job, Big House.
Spooner looks to fight back going into the half as Jax Foss connects with Benjamin Eichten.
I don't want to give this up, okay? I do not want to give this up, right? Really mess with him, okay? Really mess with him here, all right? And we're in 0 in the back end, right? Very good inside technique, right? Slow till you know backers, still read that fullback here, all right?
The Mounder defense makes some strong tackles in the 10 to keep the Rails out of the end zone. 43-7, Elk Mound at the break.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Elk Mound 43, Spooner 7.
Just a few things like that. But here's the deal. Does that mean that we can be any less intense or pay any less attention to details in the second half? If anything, what are we going to do? Be better. Be better. Good job. Young guys, you're going to get a crack. I always said, prepare for your opportunity comes back. You got to be ready. Who's ready? Who's ready?
I am.
And our older guys are going to be right there cheering everybody on because that's what a good family does. All right? Pay attention. Let's take care of it. Where's the water?
The second half gave Coach Lou a chance to give all of his guys a shot at playing. They turned the ball over a couple times and let up a touchdown.
Welcome back to Stanley-Boyd High School, getting set to kick things off. Second half, it'll be Cadott kicking off to Stanley-Boyd, and it's the Hornets leading the Orioles 40-7. Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger with you. Sparks, this was an 8-7 game. Cadott leading after 1 in that second quarter, all Hornets.
Yeah, and it was the Hornets because Stanley-Boyd gave them a lot of gifts. I mean, we talked about it right before the half that, Stanley-Boyd with 2 turnovers on fumbles. They tried an onside kick that was not successful, and then they threw a pass interception. So 3.5 turnovers, I'll call that, half a turnover on that botched. And boy, Cadott just took the football and ran at perfection. I'll tell you what, that first half was the Jake Weeks show for Cadott. He threw the football tremendous and ran that offense, that run game with a great job of ball fakes. And boy, Cadott looked really impressive, folks, in that second quarter.
Weeks, last week against Edgar. Granted, that Edgar defense is legit. Very good. Weeks was 3 of 14, 17 yards, and a pick. Tonight, boy, he's spreading the ball around. He's thrown two TD passes.
We don't have his stats, but he's probably 10 of 11 for 180 yards and 2 touchdowns, something like that. He's just been on the money.
I've got him for 3 TD passes. 2 yards to Brenton Favor, 31 yards to Corey Ramseer, and 45 yards to Faber. So right there, just on his touchdown passes, he has eclipsed his yardage.
And he had the 2-point conversion from 13 yards out that he had to throw.
Good. He has run the offense. He's done well. Stanley-Boyd, again, the turnovers have been a problem.
Yeah, they've put up a ton of yards. That's not the issue, folks. They have moved the football, but every time they get across midfield, all of a sudden there's a big mistake that happens, and it just costs them points.
I've got them for 3 lost fumbles and an interception. Try to get something going on this return.
Oh, he's
and then
got a
bouncing
chance.
it to the near side.
If he can get that edge, oh, good open field.
Oh, still on his feet. Steinbach now yanked out of bounds right around the 40. Well, an effort like that. Kanan Steinbach, just a freshman, trying to give his team a spark. Yards. Between the 20s, Stanley-Boyd has moved the football.
Yeah, they got to continue this here now, the second half, right? Opening possession, keep that momentum off that nice kick return here, and punch it in for 7. Get that momentum back on your side.
Line of scrimmage is the Orioles' 40. Great running right up the middle. Oliver Hatfield. Stanley-Boyd looking to go tempo here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hatfield breaks free. Hatfield inside the 40 all the way down to the 35.
Wow, Hatfield running with some authority right there. 2 good runs. Big gains here to start the second half.
First down, Orioles.
And they'll continue with that hurry up. They've got momentum.
Gadel surveys the situation. Hatfield again. And the Oliver Hatfield show on this drive. 3 consecutive runs. They've taken it from their own 40 down to the Cadott 31. Hatfield again. Takes it inside the 30.
Look for Gadel to pull here pretty quick.
Acker now comes in to replace Hatfield. Bentley Schultz will enter the game as one of the other linemen.
Yeah, one of their big
hobbling
linemen.
off.
Got a little bit of an ankle, it looks like.
Blake Sukup. 3rd and 3 for the Orioles. Gadel throwing deep. And it's incomplete.
Tried to throw it in that window. Not a bad effort. Right, you got that corner that's running underneath that safety trying to get over the top, and he's trying to feather it right into that little window.
Braxton DeMars, the intended receiver. That brings up a 4th and 3 now. There's a first down carry in more. Max Acker.
Acker shaking off that arm tackle right there at the line of scrimmage. Runs right through it to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 14-yard line. They'll pitch it wide, and Steinbach.
Oh, well played.
Tracked down. Really nice pursuit there, Bryce Ebert.
That's that wrinkle where they'll run the fullback quarter pitches to the perimeter, but that corner was squatting out there, did a great job of reading that and making an open field tackle.
Loss of 4 brings up a 2nd and 14 now. Gadel quick pass, incomplete. Wanted to get it to DeMars.
Yeah, DeMars on that quick slant on the short side. Good coverage right there. Brings up a 3rd and long.
3rd and 14 now for the Orioles. Gadel gets swallowed up by the rush.
Well, they came with the blitz. I think that's the first time Cadott has shown that a true pass situation, 3rd and long. They shot a linebacker and got the pressure.
Brenton Faber, Brock Fulchik in on that sack. 4th and 18.
They're going to try a field goal right here.
Will kick it. Snap is down. Kick on the way. It's got plenty of leg.
Oh, just to the right.
And no good. Just pushed it wide. So a promising drive for Stanley-Boyd ends with the missed field goal. Allard put a boot into it. It just leaked a little bit. So the Cadott Hornets will take over at their own 21-yard line. Hand off to the near side, trying to cut it back, Winchell.
Inside on that jet sweep. Good job by Stanley-Boyd getting the perimeter, forcing that back into the guys in the orange.
The Pines are calling. Whispering Pines, the premier Four Seasons event venue in Cadott, now open and booking dates for weddings, reunions, whatever your special event. Just a short drive down Highway 29 from Eau Claire. Whispering Pines Golf and Event Center. Get more information at whisperingpinesgc.net or visit them on County Highway X in Cadott. Gain of 2 on that last carry. Fassbender keeps the legs moving.
Wow, that was due to lose about 2 yards, but like you said, kept his legs moving. He picked up 1 on the play.
It looked like he was going to lose a piece of his shirt as well. The Orioles D lineman had a grab of that shirt. Third and 6 now. Weeks over the middle, incomplete. Tried to get it to Bryce Ebert. Great coverage that time by the Orioles.
Yeah, big stop on downs right there. Great job. It was number 14 there for Stanley-Boyd. Great coverage. Creates that 4th down and 6. I think this is only the second punt tonight for the Cadott.
Orioles going to get a chance on a return. Really nice coverage, though, by the Hornets. That was Caden Siddons, number 59, getting downfield and making the stop. Stanley-Boyd now with 6:53 remaining. And the ball just inside Hornets territory. Next week, Stanley-Boyd on the road. They'll kick off play in the Clover Belt Conference at Durand, Arkansas. Panthers in Black River Falls. Cadott will go on the road. They'll head over to Balsam Lake to play the Unity Eagles. See what the Orioles can do with this field position. Their last drive started right at the 40. They moved it downfield, and then a couple negative yardage plays, and then a missed field goal. And the quarterback, Gadel, absolutely swallowed up.
Yeah, for one of the few times, did not hand it to the fullback, tried to fool Cadott. They were not. A loss
Brenton
of
Faber,
4.
not fooled at all.
Yeah, Faber was all over it.
They'll call it a loss of 4. Gadel on the rollout. Throws near side. Diving catch. Josiah Dembski.
Yeah, good job by Dembski sliding to get underneath that one. Oh, didn't quite
They
reel
say
it in.
incomplete. Yeah,
Thought he had it.
We were blocked on that near sideline by the reserves of the Orioles. Of course, they all said catch.
They got to sell it.
Guys in the stripes, though, had another viewpoint. 3rd and 14 now. Gadel under pressure. Flips it, but incomplete. He was trying to get Oliver Hatfield coming out of the backfield, and that one went awry.
Yeah, well, you said it, though, was the pressure. I mean, right off the snap, you could see that Gadel was just running for his life. He's going to his right and being a left-handed thrower. That really made it tough to try to get it out there.
4th and 14, Orioles. Jesse Allard standing at his own 25-yard line. Gets a good boot away. Jake Weeks with a short return. He'll set up his offense in fine position. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Stalemate so far for that very high-scoring second when the Hornets put up 32 points.
Yeah, obviously had good conversation at halftime about how to slow down these offenses. Making a little bit of an adjustment here.
First and 10 Hornets from their own 40. Weeks hands it off. Fastbender.
Good hard run. Picks up a 5.5, almost 6 on that play.
Boy, if the Hornets can keep this running game going and add in the passing of Weeks, I would agree with head coach Todd Rickle. They do those things. I think they could be a factor.
Yeah, I say he's got a reason to be excited.
Yep.
Holy smokes. And obviously he's seen stuff in practice that he knew Weeks could throw the ball better.
2nd and 4. Weeks will carry it. Runs into some resistance. Leading the charge was Porter Gadel, and then reinforcements came. And hold Jake Weeks to a no gain. 3rd and 4 coming up. Weeks will hand it off. Winchell. Looked like there was a little bit of a seam. Winchell tried to cut it back. Gains a yard. That'll bring up 4th down for the Hornets.
Much better job by Stanley-Boyd on the edges, not allowing those sweeps to get to the edge. They're getting upfield and turning things back in. So, again, you've seen that a couple of times now in the second half. First half, they were able to get to those edges and turn things up for big yards. So far in the second half, nothing there.
So Winchell exits. Ramsier comes in with the play.
Well, they've got to be awfully confident on this play call if they're going for it. Otherwise, maybe a quick kick.
That or maybe just trying to draw Stanley-Boyd offside.
Oh, Brattle, you are amazing.
The hard count got him.
You called it.
The hard count got him.
You heard it here first, folks.
Well,
Brattle, you were all
you and
over
I have
that.
seen a little bit of football over the years. And, well, and not only that, you look at the quarterbacks that the Packers have had. Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, both really good at that hard count.
Good at that hard count, yeah.
Just that cadence. Just try to. And, you know, you're a D lineman at the high school level. You're all amped up. You're going to make this big fourth down stop. And then all of a sudden, nope. Penalty, first down. Weeks throws over the middle, intercepted. Intercepted by the Orioles.
Wow, the first mistake tonight from Weeks. Underthrew that one. Orioles there for the pick.
So that gets the home crowd a little excited. Jesse Allard on the pick.
Allard, great job undercutting that route.
So the first turnover of the game for the Hornets. Well, Spargs, we've seen a lot of wacky things in high school football, and it's 3:32 remaining.
They have to score quickly. I think that's the thing that Stanley-Boyd has got to work towards. I mean, yeah, you've got to move the football and you got to score, but the clock is no longer on your side. Got basically 15 minutes left in this game. You've got to put points up in a hurry.
Steinbach in motion. He gets the pitch. Steinbach taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
We got a flag on the play.
Boy, great closing speed there by the Hornets. And it was number 84 who is not on our roster.
Well, 84, well done. Like you said, closer on the perimeter. And they got a holding call, which I would assume they'll refuse, and they do. Loss of 5 yards on that one. They'll just take the play and then down.
Second and 14 now for the Orioles. Handoff goes to Oliver Hatfield. Short gain over left tackle.
Yeah, I try to come back with a little fullback dive again, but this time, Cadott does a great job of containing that one. They've had some big plays out of that here in the second half, but not that in that case. Brings up a third and long.
Gadel, he's under pressure, throws incomplete. Wanted to get it to Braxton DeMars, but the pressure made him throw that ball quicker than he wanted to.
Yeah, the pressure was there and good coverage in the secondary.
Clock stops with the incompletion, 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining.
Stanley-Boyd looks to be punting in this situation, fourth and about 13, 14. And they broke the huddle with 12 players, so that'll be a penalty.
Hey, stop at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Keep your vehicle clean with the help of the Tommy Club membership. Tommy's Car Wash, Claremont Avenue, Eau Claire. That'll back up the Orioles a bit. Good boot by Devin Parker. Fair catch.
I guess. Nice one.
Made by Joel Weeks. Hornets will take over at their own 33, leading by 33 points. High snap, handoff. Making something out of nothing, Owen Fassbender, but give Jake Weeks the assist on that one. He had to go up and get that snap.
Yeah, he was
and then
quick.
hand it off.
Yeah, quick on the handoff to keep that momentum going for the running back, and he picked up 10 on the play. So good execution there by the running back, and the linemen holding on to their blocks.
You talk about mesh point. You brought that up in the first half, Sparks, and so important. You know, this is why you drill those plays over and over and over again, to get those little details right. And that time, Cadott was able to get some positive yardage.
Cadott, same thing. They broke the huddle now with 12 players, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
That'll back them up to their own 39.
You know, if you're Cadott right now, you'll love the fact that you're up 40-7, but you want to stay sharp. You don't all of a sudden want to start playing sloppy here the second half with a big lead. And right now, they just haven't executed as well here the second half.
Deep ball far side, got a man, and it is caught. Bryce Ebert with the reception again. Another great ball thrown by Jake Weeks.
Great job on both ends. Get it up there, get it out there towards the sideline where your receiver's got room to go back and get it. Receiver goes up and high points it and tucks it in, wins the battle. Huge pickup right there.
And a really nice job by Ebert, as you said, high pointing, but he tracked that ball in the night sky. Timed his jump perfectly, went up and got it. So with just over a minute and a half left, Hornets in plus territory at the 30. Weeks will hand it off. Straight up the middle, running through tackles goes Owen Fassbender.
Well, you said it. Breaking tackles. Probably should have only picked up 3, maybe 4. Ran through a couple of arm tackles, picks up about 14 instead.
We got a Stanley-Boyd player down, so while they tend to him, we will step aside and be back with more high school football, and you're watching it live right here on Zaleski Sports.
The Pines are calling. The Pines are calling. Whispering Pines, the premier Four Seasons event venue in Cadott, is now open and booking dates for weddings, reunions, and more. Just a short drive down Highway 29 from Eau Claire, the Event Center is now booking dates for 2027 and beyond. Whispering Pines Golf and Event Center. Get more information at whisperingpinesgc.net or visit them on County Highway X in Cadott. The Pines are calling.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with.
Back to live action. The Hornets on the run by Bryce Ebert. Now into the red zone. We do have a penalty marker down right at the 10-yard line.
Be interesting to see if they call it a blindside block. Nope, we're going to call a hold.
Sparks, I want to go back to your point you made just a minute or two ago, talking about being sharp. You know, coaches are always looking at things. Okay, what can we do better? What can we work on this week? And again, I think it's, you know, again they're up comfortably, they're driving again, and yet they just this quarter they have not been as sharp as they were in those first two. Pass deflected, caught, and then dropped.
Oh.
Wow. That was a little bit of everything there. Now Cadott with a man down in the end zone. 39 seconds to go in the quarter. While they tend to him, we will step aside and take another timeout to hear from our fine sponsors. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
I'm Dan.
And I am Jane. We are the owners of Elite Exteriors of Wisconsin.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, additions, remodels, decks, garages, new construction, our team delivers dependable results with attention to detail.
Let Elite Exteriors of Wisconsin make your home elite.
Cadott leads 40-7. That was your score at the break. Hornets knocking on the door as the third quarter is just about complete. 39 seconds on the clock. Jake Weeks under center. Hands it off. Riley Winchell, nowhere to go.
Again, a nice job of the outside linebacker in that corner on that side, on the wide side, making sure everything gets turned back in.
Jesse Allard making the stop for Stanley-Boyd. 3rd and long.
Yeah, that might be the last play of this quarter.
Yeah, time is ticking down, and Cadott in no particular hurry to run another play. Third quarter, a stalemate between these teams. Your score remains Cadott 40, Stanley-Boyd 7. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Fourth quarter has arrived here at Stanley-Boyd High School. It's the Cadott Hornets leading the Stanley-Boyd Orioles by a score of 40-7. Last year's game was won by Cadott 48-6. These teams, these Highway 29 rivals, have split the last 4 games in this series. Cadott will have the football at the Stanley-Boyd 25, 3rd and long. Weeks, that pass fluttering, nearly intercepted. Incomplete to bring up 4th down. Back in the coverage there for Stanley-Boyd. Micah Kryasic.
Well, you can tell Stanley-Boyd talked about that route at halftime because they've come out and now tried to run that four verticals, 4 seam routes, trying to get back behind those guys. And they did a much better job of not letting them get behind. They did a better job of taking that route away.
And Cadott will take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Back at Stanley-Boyd High School, under the lights on this Friday night. Glad you were joining us on Zaleski Sports. Many games going on in western and central Wisconsin. Zaleski Sports, your home for live coverage of high school athletics. Not just western and central Wisconsin, Fox Valley, Madison area, southeastern Wisconsin. Weeks will fake the pitch. He's got a man deep. That ball's thrown and knocked aside. That one a little underthrown. Two defenders back there for Stanley-Boyd. And the Orioles will take over. 11:50 remaining. They're trailing by 33 points, and they'll take over at their own 25-yard line. Stanley-Boyd put up 22 points last week. They trailed only 8-7 after one. After a Max Acker 2-yard run with 2:23 to go in the first quarter. Just have not scored since then, even though they've moved the ball. Done a good job moving it between the 20s. In motion, Steinbach. Oliver Hatfield, all kinds of running room out to the 40. Sparks, I've lost count of how many times on first down they've stuck the ball to one of those fullbacks, and either Acker or Hatfield gets good yardage.
Yeah, about 85 to 90% of the time, that's their first down play. Again, it usually used to set up things like this, a little play action. Oh, great catch.
Oh, what a catch. On the near sideline, Jesse Allard, and Allard is down. Boy, he hit that turf hard.
They're going to give him the catch. Well, I thought he came down with it. They're going to say incomplete pass.
Now they're tending to Allard. Yeah, he went up high. Defensive back was a little bit beneath him and went crashing to the turf.
Yeah, when he landed, I thought he still had possession of the football, and then obviously he was in pain, kind of let go of it late. But it looks like he's no worse for wear. He's up.
Holding that lower back. And
yeah, right where he landed.
Well, he'll head off and try to get that thing loosened up. Jesse Allard, the senior. 2nd and 10, Orioles from their own 41. Trips to the far side. Ball is on the turf. Who's got it? Big time pile up there, and the officials will try to get him untangled.
Looked like one of the offensive linemen was able to pounce on that one.
You're still untangling, guys. Looks like we got a...
Yeah, take it back.
Cadott.
Another
Max
turnover.
Davis, the linebacker. Well, we know Cadott's got a really good wrestling program. I think there was some wrestling for that football down there on the turf.
Yeah, using that full Nelson, something probably down in there.
Yeah.
Wrestling it away.
So another turnover for the Orioles.
Just absolutely the theme of the night.
I've got him, my unofficial scoring, that's the 4th fumble, and they've also thrown an interception.
Yeah, and Cadott has the 1 interception, the 1 turnover, I think.
Correct.
Yep. So if you're going to lose the turnover battle, it's going to be hard to win.
Well, especially with that margin. So Cadott comes to the line from the Orioles 45. They'll keep it on the ground. Asher Colbinson, the sophomore, getting his first carry.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like some reserves are getting here now, getting a chance as we get into the 4th quarter.
And we've seen that in the first 2 games that we called Sparks. Eau Claire Memorial at New Richmond, and then last night, Chippewa Falls at Eau Claire Memorial. At a lot of the 2s and 3s getting some valuable game experience.
You know, when you play small school football, you have a lot of guys that go both ways. And so to have these guys that are reserves get these extra snaps on Friday night is crucial.
Handoff goes to Henry Hager. He's a freshman.
He'll lose a yard on that one. Good job by the Orioles blowing that up.
Well, interesting that they keep Weeks in there as the quarterback. Weeks a junior, and you know, just to kind of have the little veteran presence back there. You got sophomores and freshmen back there in the backfield.
Yeah, there's a lot of ball handling that has to go on back there in this offense. So, yep, you want that solid quarterback play to make sure that you don't just mishandle things.
3rd and 7 now for the Hornets. Weeks. He's going to run it. Weeks.
First down
to
and
the
more.
30 and takes it out of bounds after a big gain. It'll be a first down for the Hornets.
Good decision by Weeks on that one. Again, they ran the 4 verticals, get those guys running deep. Everybody dropped out of there. Linebackers were chasing. You got all the D-backs in the secondary. And once he was able to break contain, he picked up a lot of yardage. Keep that ball with Cadott.
And now with the running backs Winchell and Ramsier both on the sidelines, Weeks after that long run had to run to the far side to get the play. First and 10, Hornets.
Number 15 in the quarterback here, Bretto.
Bryce Ebert.
Ebert taking a snap.
Ebert will run it around the left side. Cuts it up. Nice gain on first down. You have a gain of 9.
Yeah, quarterback keep all the way. Good job right there. Taking that snap, getting on the edge, and really being patient, waiting for those blockers to get there and open things up for you.
Nine minutes to go in this one. Clock is ticking. Hornets looking at a 2nd and 1. Ebert will now get under center. Hands it off, up the middle.
Might be about a half a yard short. First down.
Evan Lalamont, senior running back, on that last carry. It'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Cadott doing a nice job working that full play clock here. Hulling up, taking her time. Using as much clock as possible.
Handoff, breaking it for a good gain that time, Connor Burrish. We're under 8 minutes to go. And again, Cadott in no hurry at all. They're just looking to bleed the clock, get out of here, and with that, Stanley-Boyd will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 7:41 remaining, fourth quarter. Cadott leading Stanley-Boyd 40-7. You're watching it live on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
I'm Dan.
And I am Jane. We are the owners of Elite Exteriors of Wisconsin.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, additions, remodels, decks, garages, new construction. Our team delivers dependable results with attention to detail.
Let Elite Exteriors of Wisconsin make your home elite.
Cadott comfortably in the lead here against local rival Stanley-Boyd. Bryce Ebert at quarterback in relief of the starter Jake Weeks, who was very impressive tonight. Ebert on the rollout. He'll throw back over the middle.
Oh,
and it is caught. Touchdown, Connor Burrish.
Ebert, that is a tough throw. You are rolling to the left, plant your feet, and you have to come back to the middle of the field, hitting a guy crossing the end zone. Boy, did he lace that one in there. Good arm strength. Good job by the receiver getting open.
Well, how about Cadott discovering the passing game in a rivalry game against Stanley-Boyd? Again, we talked about the issues last granted against a really tough Edgar Wildcats defense. Just 17 yards passing last week. Much different story this week.
Yeah, this week they've had plenty of time to find those receivers. Great job up front by those linemen.
High snap. Ebert tracks it down, throws to the end zone, tipped, but incomplete. Well, they were hoping to get one on the carom there.
Yeah, he did come down with it, but his feet were just out of bounds.
So the two-point conversion unsuccessful. Cadott leads at 46-7. We'll step aside. You are watching high school football in Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Cadott Hornets in great shape to improve to 2-0, or correction, to even their record at 1-1. Stanley-Boyd going to have 2 losses to start this season. Again, they'll start conference play next week at Durand, Arkansas. Cadott will be on the road at Unity. Jake Ebert to kick it off for the Hornets. The short kick. Orioles need to get on it, and they do. So the Orioles will start this possession in their own territory, and with the margin of 39 points, we'll have a running clock through the end of this one, unless the Orioles are able to get some points on the board. Line of scrimmage will be the 30. You know, you look at the Orioles, and again, this is a program that's won 3 state championships, most recently in 2013. They've had some really good teams over the years. Hit some bumps these last 2 years. Watching these guys tonight, Sparks, they're not that far away.
No, the score is not indicative at all of how good this team is. Again, they've moved the football. They've only had to punt a couple times. It's just that turnover bug tonight, but they clean that up a little bit and they take care of the football. They're going to win some football games this year.
Max Acker on the carry. Gadel rolling out. Now he'll tuck it and run it. Tracked down, nice tackle that time by Connor Burrish. Under 6 minutes to go now, fourth quarter. Going in motion is Allard. He gets the pitch. Allard has got the first down and more.
Well, that's the first time tonight that option has been successful. Good job pitching it off that corner out there for some big yards.
So it's a first down for the Orioles. They've moved it out to their own 46-yard line. Gadel throws incomplete.
Just a quick stop route. Tried to find his receiver about 5 yards down.
Kanan Steinbach, the intended receiver. Gadel throws on the slant, complete. Braxton DeMars.
Boy, just watching DeMars and Dembski play tonight, those are two outstanding receivers. You can see why they were in favor of throwing the football.
Hey, they are both juniors. Quarterback Gadel is a junior. Gadel running for his life here will sail that one out of bounds.
Good idea there, right? Live to fight another day. Throw that away.
Clock continues to move. Just over 4 minutes to go in this one. Orioles looking to end this game on a positive note. They run it straight up the middle. Great yardage. Max Acker. He's still running hard. Movement up front, Cadott able to get back. Acker, they fake it to him. Gadel still on his feet. Gadel down inside the 5. So the Orioles drive continues. They've got it in the red zone. Gadel hands it off. Acker into the end zone, but we have a penalty marker down.
Yeah, I thought that left guard moved early, and they did finally catch that, or they actually call that a hold. So the clock will keep moving, and they'll move it back 10.
So it'll remain first and goal, but the line of scrimmage now the 15. Gadel throwing to the end zone, incomplete.
Good coverage right there on that sideline. Gadel trying to feather it in, just on keeping him in bounds, but unable to get to it.
Good effort by Josiah Dembski. Couldn't quite come up with it.
Yeah, just basically had a one-on-one route out there. They faked that slot receiver reverse, hoping to get Dembski open in that one-on-one coverage.
Time winding down here at Stanley-Boyd. Orioles will put trips to the right side. Gadel, quick throw to that far side. Steinbach tripped up and then taken down short of the 10.
Good open field tackle again there in the secondary.
Just over a minute to go. It's now 3rd and goal. Gadel to the end zone, caught. Touchdown, Braxton DeMars.
A great pass right there, whistled in there, right in the seam. Caught him on that skinny post route.
So Stanley-Boyd does find the end zone again. Makes it 46-13. You know, we've talked about this, Sparks. You know, when you're down on the scoreboard, it's nice if you can get something positive late. You line up and go for 2 here. Gadel will keep it for the 2-point conversion.
Well, it's pretty easy to go into film session on Monday and go, hey, look what we can do when we don't turn the ball over. I mean, they have moved the football. They've had great drives. And when they take care of the football, they've punched them in. They've had 2 really nice long drives for their touchdowns.
Yeah, you can play that what-if game. You know, you minimize your turnovers, and I think you're right there. It's not like they were getting, blown off the football a lot. They were just stuck in neutral. No, they moved the ball. They moved it pretty consistently. Just that many turnovers, it's going to cost you. Cadott has done a really good job of taking care of the football and just being methodical. And they are 52 seconds away from their first win of this 2026 football season.
Yeah, and it won't be their last. Again, very impressive tonight running that offense. Great job tonight by Jake Weeks running that offense and throwing the football.
We will look to talk to Jake Weeks on our Nasonville Dairy postgame show.
Looks like we might be looking at an onside kick here.
They got Devin Parker with the ball on the tee. Looking for that big hop here. He gets that big hop, but Cadott able to field it, and they will down it inside their own 35. The clock is moving, and Cadott closing in on that first win of the season, and that's going to feel good. Bus ride back to Cadott. Just a couple minutes down Highway 29, and you're back at the school. And
yeah, this is one of those games you wish you had about an hour on the bus to celebrate and be with your buddies. No doubt about that. They'll get back to the school and have some fun tonight, though, together back on the home front.
Ryan Matheson, the junior, in at quarterback, handing the football off, and one of the reserve running backs gets to run the football. That is number 33, Asher Colbinson. And with that, this game goes in the books. 46-15 is the final. Cadott Hornets improving to 1-1 on the season. Stanley-Boyd Orioles dropping to 0-2. Spargs, again, turnovers the story, but boy, what a nice bounce back for the Cadott Hornets tonight.
Yeah, hard to believe they were shut out last week, and again, but you talked to the coach, or we both did actually pregame, and he just talked about how it was just the little things that cost them their scoring opportunities last week. He said they moved the football, they really did a nice job offensively, but it was the little things they had to shore up. Well, they obviously did it this week, something they really focused on and really came out and just played outstanding football tonight and come out of here with a 46-15 victory. So good job by the Cadott Hornets tonight.
Jake Weeks, 3 touchdown passes, 3 2-point conversion passes. Great ball game for him. Good team effort for Cadott. Congrats to Todd Rickle and his staff. On the other side, Brody Marr will, back to the whiteboard and make some corrections. But I'm pretty positive that the message is going to be, guys, we clean up our mistakes. We get a chance to go on a run. Now, yeah, you're 0-2, but at the same time, you're 0-0 in conference.
Yeah, it starts all over again, right? You get into that conference playing again. They do have something positive to go off of. These last 2 weeks, the issue has not been moving the football. They have been able to do things offensively and look good doing it. Again, they just have to clean up those little things like turnovers or penalties that just get them out of those scoring opportunities.
So that will do it. Coming up next, the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. Once again, your final score, Cadott Hornets 46, Stanley-Boyd Orioles 15. You watched it live right here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Right away, I was pretty happy.
All right.
All right, welcome back to Stanley-Boyd High School. Cadott Hornets picking up a win tonight. Let's talk first to Coach Rickel. And we were talking to you pregame about last week's game against Edgar, and you saw a lot of positives, even though you guys got shut out. Looks like you were able to translate that into some good things. Proud of.
Just the way the guys bounced back and they were able to make plays. Big emphasis this week on our skill guys had to make plays, and they have to elevate their game from last week. So they were able to do that tonight, and they did a fantastic job of running the right routes, going to get balls, and running hard and opening up that pass game with our ground game. So it all kind of works in unison.
Coaches always find that list of things that you can say, hey, we got to get better at this, we can get better at that. But by and large, you guys played a pretty clean game. You only had the one turnover, and you limited the penalties, and that's usually a winning formula.
Correct, yeah. I still have a laundry list of things, though. We need to do better on blocking on our jet, and we need to clean up our buck a little bit and make adjustments where needed. But we were able to open up. I mean, that's the whole point of our offense is to spread it out and to not be able to key on one guy. So this was tonight, in my opinion, one of the ways we showed that. Right? They need to pick their poison in a matter of saying. And we're able to do something different than that. So when they load the box up, or if they stack our strength side, we're able to go weak, or we're able to go over the top. And that's exactly what we want to do. So we were able to kind of prove that it was able to work tonight.
Conference play starts next week.
Yeah.
I'm sure the coaches will take some time and enjoy this one, and you start getting ready for next week.
Yeah, I'm sure tonight we'll go and make sure we enjoy a couple of soda pops and talk about the game. But yeah, tomorrow's right back to work, and we got to take a look at Unity. We watched a little bit of the Amory game last night that they had. Tough group. So yeah, starting conference with a pretty tough foe, and we're what is it, 0-3 against those guys in conference. So we need to all time for Lakeland. So yeah, we need to try to see if we can get some revenge on especially last year's final game.
Coach, congratulations. Go enjoy this one. Thanks very much for joining us. Let's talk to quarterback Jake Weeks, the junior. Last week, obviously, Edgar, really tough team, very strong defense. But what did you guys do better tonight?
I think everybody just played as a team more. Receivers caught balls, and we made the plays that needed to be made. O-line did really good blocking. I never got sacked once, I don't think. So.
When Coach Sparger, my color commentator, and I came down to talk to Coach Rickel pregame, and we were walking back, you were throwing some nice balls down that sideline. You were able to hit some of those passes. Did you have a feeling tonight that the pass game was gonna click for you guys?
Yeah, for sure. I knew the receivers are fast, and I knew they could beat their DBs, corners, and safeties.
How explosive can this offense be when you're passing it and running the ball?
I think it's pretty explosive because everyone's an athlete out there, so it doesn't matter who's getting the ball. You can make a play every time.
Jake, you are in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. Do you know how that works?
I think so.
I'm going to hand you the microphone. You just say, I'm Jake Weeks, and I'm in the house. As soon as Grant gives you the thumbs up, you can take it away.
I'm Jake Weeks, and I'm in the house.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah,
Congrats.
thank you.
Best of luck to you next week. So the Cadott Hornets pick up a win tonight at Stanley-Boyd. We will be back on Zaleski Sports next Thursday. Volleyball from the Doghouse. Eau Claire North will host River Falls in a Big Rivers Conference match. And then it's football on Friday night. We'll be back at Eau Claire Memorial. The Old Abe's kick off Wisconsin Valley Conference play against the Marshfield Tigers. For my color commentator, Dave Sparger, for producer, videographer Grant Bernthal, I am Bob Bradovich saying goodnight from Stanley-Boyd High School.